Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's topic is one that can make or break your financial future. Debt and credit. Here's the truth. Debt isn't automatically bad. In fact, it can either help you build wealth or hold you back for decades. It all depends on how you understand it and how you use it. By the end of this video, you'll know what credit really is, how credit cards actually work, the difference between good debt and bad debt, and how to protect your credit score so you don't fall into the trap. So grab a notebook, because these are the kinds of lessons that can save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Quick note before we jump in. This isn't a lecture, it's a toolkit. I'll give real examples, real numbers, and simple actions you can take today. If you keep your phone close, pause the video and set a 5-minute reminder to check one thing after we finish. That small action can make a big difference. Part 1. What credit really is. Alright, let's start at the beginning. What is credit? Credit is simply trust with money. A bank, a credit union, or even a store says, "We'll let you take this money now, because we trust you'll pay us back later." But here's the catch. You're not just paying back what you borrowed. You're paying back more because of interest. Example: if you borrow $1,000 with a 20% annual interest rate, and you don't pay it back right away, you could owe $1,200 at the end of the year. And if you only pay the minimum, that $1,000 could drag out for years and cost you $2,000 or more. Think of credit like a tool, a hammer, for example. Use it properly, and you can build a house. Use it recklessly, and you can smash a window. Credit is no different. It can either build your future or destroy it. Quick question for you in the comments. When you first got access to credit, maybe your first card or loan, did you use it wisely or did you fall into the trap? I'd love to hear your stories. A couple of quick terms to keep in mind. Principal equals the amount you borrow. Interest equals the price you pay to borrow it. APR equals annual percentage rate. The real annual cost of borrowing once fees are included. Interest can be calculated daily and compounded, which is why carrying a balance even for a month matters. Small differences in APR add up fast, so when you compare loans, look at APR, not just the headline rate. Part 2. How credit cards work. Let's move on to credit cards, because this is where most people get caught. When you swipe your card, the bank is paying for you. At the end of the month, you have two choices. Pay them back in full, no problem, no interest. OR paid just a little bit, called the minimum payment. And that's where trouble begins. Why? Because the bank starts charging interest, often 15%, 20%, sometimes even 30%. Example: imagine you buy a $500 phone on your credit card. You only pay $25 a month. Sounds easy, right? Well, with interest, that phone could end up costing you $700 or $800 by the time you're done. That's the trap. Credit cards are convenient, but they're designed to make banks money. On the flip side, if you use them wisely, they actually come with huge perks. Many cards give you cash back. 1%, 2%, sometimes 5% on certain purchases. Travel cards offer points and miles that can cover flights or hotel stays. Some cards even give purchase protection or extended warranties. Example: imagine spending $1,000 on your card and getting 2% cash back. That's $20 for free, as long as you pay the balance in full and avoid interest. Over a year, this could add up to hundreds of dollars in rewards. Part 3. Good debt versus bad debt. Now here's the big question. Is all debt bad? Surprisingly, no. Let's break it down. Good debt. This is debt that helps you grow financially or improves your future. Student loans, when used wisely, can increase your earning power. Mortgages help you own property, which usually grows in value. Business loans can help you generate income. In these cases, the debt is like an investment. You're borrowing today to build something better tomorrow. Bad debt. This is the debt that keeps you stuck. High interest credit card balances. Payday loans with crazy fees. borrowing to buy luxury items you can't actually afford. This kind of debt doesn't create value. It just takes your money and locks you into a cycle. Story. I once read about a guy who financed a $5,000 vacation with his credit card. By the time he paid it off, he had spent over $9,000. And guess what? The vacation was long gone. But the debt stuck around. That's the danger of bad debt. So remember, good debt equals builds your future. Bad debt equals steals from it. Part 4. Building and maintaining a healthy credit score. Now, let's talk about something most people ignore until it's too late: your credit score. Think of it like your financial report card. It shows lenders how trustworthy you are, and it affects everything. Whether you get approved for a loan, the interest rate you pay, even things like renting an apartment or applying for certain jobs. So, how do you protect it? Always pay bills on time. Even one late payment can drag your score down. Keep credit card balances low, ideally under 30% of your limit. Don't open too many new accounts at once. Use credit regularly, but never max it out. Here's the kicker. A good credit score can literally save you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime because you'll pay lower interest rates. Example. Let's say two people buy the same $200,000 house. Person A has excellent credit and gets a 6% mortgage. Over 30 years, they'll pay about $232,000 in interest. Person B has poor credit and gets an 8.5% mortgage. Over 30 years, they'll pay about $353,000 in interest. That's a difference of more than $120,000, just because of their credit score. So, how is your credit score actually calculated? Think of it like a recipe with different ingredients adding up to your score. The biggest piece, about 35%, is your payment history. Do you pay your bills on time? Even one late payment can hurt. Next, around 30% is your credit utilization. That just means how much of your credit limit you're using. Under 30% is the sweet spot. About 15% comes from the age of your accounts. The longer you've had credit, the better. Around 10% is new credit. If you apply for too many cards or loans at once, your score can dip. And the last 10% is your credit mix. Lenders like to see you can handle different types of credit, like a credit card, revolving, and a car loan or mortgage installment. Add all of that together and you get your credit score, your financial report card. So let's wrap it up. Credit is a tool. Use it wisely. Credit cards are powerful but dangerous if you carry a balance. Good debt builds your future. Bad debt traps you in the past. Protect your credit score because it's one of your most valuable financial assets. Debt doesn't have to be scary. With the right knowledge, it can be a stepping stone instead of a stumbling block. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe there's such a thing as good debt? Or do you think all debt is bad? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to understand the truth about credit. Together, let's build financial freedom, step by step. Quick checklist you can use after this video. Check one credit account right now. Review balance and due date. Set up autopay for at least the minimum on one card. Calculate your credit utilization, balances divided by limits, and aim for under 30%. If you carry high-interest card debt, list all balances and pick an avalanche or snowball plan. If you're building credit, consider a secured card or ask a trusted family member to add you as an authorized user, only if they're responsible. That's it. Small steps, big impact. See you in the next video. And remember, control your credit. Don't let it control you.